Are you sitting for WAEC 2026 Biology? Then this video is your ultimate guide. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through every single topic in the syllabus. I will explain what you need to know and give you tips to make studying easier. If you want to pass biology with confidence, don't skip a second of this. First, let's understand how WAEC Biology is set. There are 3 papers. The Paper 1 is 50 objectives questions to be answered in 50 minutes. Paper 2 is essay and structured questions, lasting 1 hour 40 minutes. For Paper 3 is the practical exam, lasting 2 hours. This means you must prepare for objectives, essay writing, and practical skills. Now let's go through the syllabus step by step. We begin with the concept of living things. You need to know the differences between living and non-living things. For example, a stone is non-living, but a goat is living. You will also study the classification of living things into 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Okay, examples include bacteria in Monera, amoeba in Protista, mushroom in Fungi, maize in Plantae, and goat in Animalia. You should also know the differences between plants and animals. Plants make their own food through photosynthesis, while animals depend on others for food. You will also study levels of organization in living things, from the cell to tissues, organs, and systems. For example, red blood cells form blood tissue. Blood tissue makes up the heart, and the heart is part of the circulatory system. Next is the cell and its environment. You must know the structure of the cell: nucleus, cytoplasm, mitochondria, ribosomes, and chloroplasts. Plant and animal cells differ. Plant cells have chloroplast and cell wall, while animal cells do not. You will also study diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. The nutrition in cells includes autotrophic nutrition, like photosynthesis in plants, and heterotrophic nutrition, like animals feeding on others. Respiration is another important process. Aerobic respiration uses oxygen and releases more energy. Anaerobic respiration occurs without oxygen and produces less energy. Excretion in single-celled organisms happens by diffusion or through a contractile vacuole. Growth involves cell division, enlargement, and the action of hormones like auxins, which also control tropisms. The next area is tissues, support, and transport. In animals, you should know about bones, cartilage, and chitin. Functions of the skeleton include support, protection, movement, and production of blood cells. In plants, supporting tissues include parenchyma, collenchyma, xylem, and sclerenchyma. In animals, transport involves the heart, blood vessels such as arteries, veins, and capillaries, and the blood itself with red cells, white cells, plasma, and platelets. In plants, transport covers water uptake from soil, transpiration through stomata, and translocation of food substances through the phloem. Now let's look at respiration, excretion, and homeostasis. Well, you must understand respiratory surfaces like gills in fish, lungs in mammals, and skin in amphibians. Excretory organs in humans include the kidney, liver, and skin. In plants, excretion occurs through stomata and lenticels. Homeostasis is the regulation of the body's internal environment. The kidney controls water and salt balance. The liver detoxifies harmful substances, and the skin regulates temperature. Next is coordination and reproduction. Nervous coordination includes the central nervous system made up of the brain and spinal cord. The brain has parts such as the cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, and hypothalamus, each with their functions. The spinal cord and different types of neurons help with reflex actions. Our reflexes are automatic and fast responses, while voluntary actions are controlled. Hormonal coordination includes animal hormones like those from the pituitary, thyroid, pancreas, adrenal glands, and gonads. In plants, you'll study hormones such as auxins. You will also study sense organs including the eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. Reproduction is important both in animals and in plants. In animals know the male and female reproductive systems, fertilization, embryo development, birth, and birth control methods. In plants, you must study the parts of the flower, types of pollination, fertilization, seed and fruit formation, and seed dispersal. Now let's move to ecology and environment. Here you will study the ecosystem, habitats, populations, and ecological factors like light, temperature, and soil. you must understand food chains, food webs, energy flow, and ecological pyramids. You will also study ecological succession, where one community of plants is replaced by another over time. 2. Pollution is a key topic. Air pollution from smoke and gases, water pollution from oil spills in sewage, and soil pollution from fertilizers and pesticides. Conservation of natural resources like soil, water, forest, and wildlife is also part of the syllabus. Population ecology covers natality, mortality, immigration, and emigration. You will also learn about microorganisms, their beneficial effects like fermentation, and their harmful effects like causing cholera, malaria, and measles. Public health topics include sanitation, immunization, and controlling disease vectors like mosquitoes and houseflies. Next is genetics and variation. You must know important genetic terms like gene, allele, genotype, phenotype, dominant and recessive. Mendel's laws of inheritance are key, including monohybrid and dihybrid crosses. You will also study chromosomes, sex determination, and sex-linked traits like colorblindness and hemophilia. A variation can be continuous, such as height and weight, or discontinuous, such as blood groups and fingerprints. Applications of genetics include blood transfusion, paternity testing, and improving crops and animals through breeding. Finally, we come to evolution and adaptation. Evidence of evolution comes from fossils, comparative anatomy, biochemistry, and embryology. Theories of evolution include those of Lamarck and Darwin. Adaptations include behavioral ones, like social structure in bees and termites, and structural ones, like webbed feet in ducks or camouflage in chameleons. The adaptive coloration in plants and animals helps them survive, either by hiding from predators or attracting mates. Now, how should you study for WAEC Biology? First, read the syllabus topic by topic. Second, practice with past questions, especially diagrams and structured answers. Third, practice neat biological drawings, because WAEC awards marks for accuracy. Fourth, do practicals like food tests, ecological measurements, and microscope use. And finally, make summary notes or flashcards to help your revision. And that's the complete WAEC Biology 2026 syllabus explained. If this helped you, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Zamgist YouTube channel for more exam preparation content. Remember, success in WAEC is not just about hard work, but also smart preparation. Good luck with your studies. You can download the complete syllabus by following the link in the comments.